In scientific research presentation, the use of tables to convey information is almost always required. When we talk about tables in publishing, we always say that the table should be able to stand alone. The reader should be able to understand what you did and the results you got just by looking and reading the table. In presentations, the table should have the data that you want to convey and little else. You are there to manage the transfer of information. You are there to explain what has happened. You control the information. Watch your time. One of the problems with tables can be the amount of data that is included. With print tables, place all of the related data on the same table with a detailed explanation of statistics and methodology. The reader can then look over the table on their own time and make any relevant conclusions. This table is a standard print table that was pulled from a print publication. The subject matter is iron, magnesium, calcium, potassium, and phosphorus concentrations in top growth of ryegrass as a function of aluminum chelate levels. Aluminum chelates were added to the soil at 2 different levels. Plants were grown and then harvested and analyzed for nutrient concentrations. 5 different chelates were used and there was a control. You can see that there is a lot of information on the table and it will take a little time to digest everything. If you only have 20 minutes for your presentation, it could be very possible to spend half or more of that time on this table. The question is, what message are you trying to illustrate? Maybe the best way is to use only part of the table. When we look at the entire table, we can see that there are only 3 major trends. With the iron contents, there was more absorbed with 2 of the chelates, DPTA and HEDTA, than the other chelates, which did not differ from the controls. With magnesium and calcium, there was little treatment effect on tissue content. Potassium concentration was increased by all chelate treatments over that of the controls, while phosphorus concentration was decreased by all of the chelate treatments when compared to the controls. Therefore, there are 3 main effects. 1. Chelate treatment increased nutrient content, iron and potassium. 2. Chelate treatment had minor effects on nutrient content, magnesium and calcium. And 3. Chelate treatment suppressed nutrient content, phosphorus. There is no need to show the data of no change, just mention it. This is more time effective. Therefore, the table only needs 2 data columns, iron and phosphorus, to illustrate your point. This makes the table simpler to create and explain and will be more time effective. If anyone wants to see the whole table, you can show them afterwards. This also prevents someone from stealing your research. Therefore, the concept to an effective presentation is to think and plan before you begin. What's your message? What is your time frame? What best illustrates your message?